right, now we're good. Okay. You don't want none. Welcome to the Master of the Mat. I am the host, Anthony, the Origin Bryant, and this is the first Master of the Mat in a year. And I think everybody's been patient with me. It's been a trying time, but I'm back here doing the Master of the Mat, doing what I love to do. I've been screaming on my other channel, which is BCW, but this is where it all began, right here, the Master of the Mat. It's going to be a very short show, very short broadcast. Okay, so I'll make this short and sweet. If this is your first time watching the Master of the Mat, please like and subscribe. And I'm going to say this, and if it come across as harsh and hostile, whatever. And I mean everything I'm about to say right now. So if you're coming on here to judge, don't come on here at all. Because since 7 years old, I've been a wrestling fan. I'm a diehard wrestling fan. I mean, when I mean diehard wrestling fan, I watch from WCW, ECW, NWA, TNA, AEW, Ring of Honor, MLW, you name it. If it's wrestling, I watch it. And yes, I know a lot about it. And for those, if you want to come on here and say he knows more about this than he does about everything, mind your business. It's not what it is. This is my disclaimer. Mind your business. If you're coming on here going to judge me because I'm a wrestling fan and I know more about this than I do anything else, mind your damn business and stay the hell off my page. It's just that simple. If this is your first time watching, like, subscribe, come back. Because we're going to be doing this every Sunday. Every Sunday, the Master of the Mat. We're going to turn up a little bit, have a little fun, throw a little wrestling trivia in there for you. So, yes, this is awesome. This is the Master of the Mat, and this is what it's all about. This is the first show in over a year, and I'm happy to be back. And whoever watches, thank you for watching. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. It's been one hell of a year to get back, but I finally got back. So let's kick right into it. The rumor mill and the professional wrestling. Idiot. the rumor mill in the professional wrestling world has been going sideways, I might say, because tomorrow night, Monday Night Raw will take place in the hollow halls of the legendary Madison Square Garden. The rumors have been running rapid. Who will come forward? Who might show up? Well, I can't confirm. The rumors are true about two names. Tomorrow night on Monday Night Raw, you will see the return of the OTC Roman Reigns. He will be on Monday Night Raw tomorrow night, and you will see the Beast Incarnate, the 1 in 21. Ladies and gentlemen, Brock Lesnar will be at Madison Square Garden tomorrow night. There's been rumors, there's been a running rapid about WWE, about AEW, and I'm here to break some of them rumors right now. The rumors that Jon Moxley is leaving AEW for WWE is false. Jon Moxley's contract with AEW is not up until 2027. Claudio Castagnoli, a.k.a. Cesaro, contract is not up until 2027. Pac, a.k.a. Neville, contract is not up until 2027. Okay, the only contract that in AEW as a former WWE star that has expired and that is coming up for an experiment, Adam Copeland, a.k.a. Edge, his contract with AEW expired October of this year, and Adam Cole, baby, contracts expired December 2025. Adam Cole was out with an undetermined injury. Nobody knows what that injury is, but he will be returning to AEW sooner than later. That's about it. The rumor mill has been, I'm telling you, the rumor mill has been in the wrestling has been off the charts. Current Ring of Honor and AEW superstar Jay Lethal contract expires this Monday. AEW or Ring of Honor has not even attempted to renew his contract from what I've heard. I don't know how true this is, but yeah, has not even attempted to renew this man's contract. How you gonna let a guy like Jay Lethal go? That's what I don't understand. Jay Lethal, Jay Lethal, a multi-time Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Champion. He's also one of the longest reigning Ring of Honor World Television Champions. So I'm trying to figure out, how do you let Jay Lethal go? Or just let his contract expires? Okay. Next Saturday is AEW 4 Gear. The main event, Hangman Adam Page versus the Samoan Submission Machine, Samoan Joe, inside of a steel cage. This Wednesday on AEW Dynamite, Kenny Omega returns. As of January, because I don't want to get the wrong date out and somebody come and say, well, you said this. Well, let me get the right date out. 1 second. As of January the 9th, Friday Night SmackDown will be going back to 3 hours. WWE has decided to go back to 3 hours with SmackDown because of what's been going on, the U.S. Open challenges. Those challenges, Sami Zayn kind of weighed it down, but Ilya Dragunov is doing a great job of bringing it up. I'll tell you that right now. That match he had with Axiom this past Friday was awesome. The MST's doing that thing. And I know I'm probably not going to get a lot of likes on what I'm about to say. You know, I'm so glad the Jey Uso yeet push is over. Hey, look, man, this is my whole thing with Jey Uso. They pushed him. They gave him the Royal Rumble. They gave him the World Heavyweight Championship. He beat his brother at the following WrestleMania. They gave him the Intercontinental Championship. They gave him the World Heavyweight Championship. Neither one of those reigns were a long reign. He didn't even have one title defense, one successful title defense with the Intercontinental Championship. He didn't have one. I think he had a couple a world title successful. I think it was just one with Jay Paul or Logan Paul. One of them damn Paul brothers. I forget. I just know one of them damn Paul brothers. But he had a hell of a run as the AEW. No, damn, I'm sorry. He had a hell of a run as a world champion. But here's the thing: you, in my opinion, you probably push. You're pushing somebody that everybody's behind. Yeah, he got a catchphrase, yeet, and everything else. He got all that. You're pushing him. You're trying to get him on board. You're trying to shove. You're doing him like you did Roman back in the day. You're trying to shove Jey Uso down our throat, and it's not working. It's not working at all. He's over. Don't get me wrong. Yeet is over. Yeet is over. I even got my mother dog yeeting. And if she was watching, she'll tell you right now, I got her dog yeeting. There's video on Facebook of her dog yeeting. So, yeah, everybody doing it, from animals to the people, everybody yeeting. But the point I'm making is this. You're shoving Jey Uso down out the rope, and it's not working. Then you're not doing nothing with Jimmy Uso. And it's like the opposite of the Hardy Boys, where you was trying to push Jeff, but he kept screwing up. Then when he finally got himself together, you pushed him to the moon. You gave him the WWE title. He had it for a month. He lost it back to Edge. You gave him the world title. He had it for a few minutes before losing to CM Punk. Then he won it back, and he lost it back to CM Punk at SummerSlam. Then with Matt Hardy had a 6-month run as the ECW World Champion, but nobody cared. Why? Because Jeff was the popular Hardy Boy. That's how it is right now, because if you think about it, Jey Uso is the popular Uso. Then you got baby brother Solo, who a former United States champion, and he's making his own move. He's also a former North American champion. He's making his own moves in WWE, doing his own thing. He got the MFTs now. The Gorillas of he got all 3 members of the Gorillas of Destiny. Tama Tonga, Tamalea, Tamataga, Tamatala, whatever his damn name is. And he got Jeff Cobb, who's a former Ring of Honor World Television Champion and a former New Japan Never Openweight Champion. I think he's also a former New Japan 6-man tag team champion. But yeah, so you got those guys as with the MSTs, you got him. This is my problem. You're not doing nothing with Jimmy. Jimmy had a hell of a match with Drew McIntyre. He had a hell of a match with Bronson Reed, Braun Breaker. But you're not going to push him. He had a hell of a match with Gunther. But you're not pushing Jimmy. Why? Well, I can't answer that. I'm still trying to figure that out as well. You know, it makes no sense to me. It makes no sense to me why you're not pushing Jimmy, why you're not pushing him at all. And it just don't make no sense to me at all. But that's WWE. That's what they're doing. They're pushing and they're not pushing. Then they're pushing and then they're not pushing. It's just ridiculous to me. Blah, blah, blah. But it's just how it is. Then you go to AEW. They about to bring a title that was held in NWA. BCW has it. And it's the National Heavyweight Championship. That championship has been around. That championship has been around for years, back from Tully Blanchard to the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, to High Chief Peter Maivia, to Chief Jake Strongbow. All those guys held that championship. Now AEW bringing it, and that full year, the winner of the Casino Battle Royal will be the very first AEW National Champion. Okay, that should be interesting. So yeah, it's very, very interesting. And you're talking about championship. Let's talk about the Intercontinental Championship. The new champion, John Cena. John Cena is now a Triple Crown and Grand Slam winner in the WWE. For those of you who don't know what that means, that is, John Cena has held all 3 championships or all 4 championships that matter. He's a former WWE champion. He's a former tag team champion. He's a former now he's the current Intercontinental champion. That makes him a Triple Crown winner. Under this new format, Cena is a former United States champion. He not only is he a Grand Slam winner and a Triple Crown winner, he joins the elite members of people who has held the United States Championship and the Intercontinental Championship, and that's a Hall of Fame by his damn self. You think I'm lying? Go look it up. The people that has held the U.S. and Intercontinental Championship, half of them are in the Hall of Fame. Stone Cold Steve Austin, Bret the Hitman Hart, Robinson Rick Rude, Kurt Hennig, Kurt Angle, Edge. I think there's somebody else, not for sure. Eddie Guerrero. I'm trying to think. Ric Flair. I think that's it. There's a lot of them. I'm trying to think. I know there's a lot of them. All those guys have held the Intercontinental United States Championship, but the current Intercontinental Champion, John Cena, a lot of people are not liking that because they feel that Cena is not going to hold that championship with pride. He's not going to hold that championship with dignity. He's not going to hold that championship like it's supposed to. Okay. Hold on 1 second. 1 second. This right here, this is the Intercontinental Championship. This championship has been held by countless Hall of Famers. This is the workhorse. This was the workhorse championship of the WWE. Guys like Bret the Hitman Hart, guys like Shawn Michaels, guys like Razor Ramon, guys like Owen Hart, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Rocky Maivia, Hunter Hearst Helmsley, D'Lo Brown. They all held this Intercontinental Championship. They've all had a hand in making the Intercontinental Championship worth holding. You got guys out there that go out there, the greatest, in my opinion, the greatest Intercontinental title match to this day, WrestleMania 3, Ford Field, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, Macho Man Randy Savage. Those guys went out there. And the funny part about it, they weren't even the main event. The main event of WrestleMania 3 was Hogan and Andre. But Randy Savage and Ricky Steamboat stole the show for this right here. Why? Because they wanted to. Because they had to. You're going up against the mega star like Hulk Hogan, a mega star like Andre Giant. You gotta go out there and you gotta put your best at it. This right here, this is the Workhorse Championship. Now, if y'all watch WFCW, my brother, who is the owner and the operator of the WFCW, asked the question: who do you feel brought the prestige back to the Intercontinental Championship? I said The Miz, and I don't like The Miz. Because at the time, the Intercontinental Championship was higher. Because at the time The Miz was Intercontinental Champion, the Intercontinental Champion was higher, was more prestigious than the Universal Championship, and I stand on that 100%. Why? Because that pissant Brock Lesnar was never there. He never showed up. He showed up when he wanted to, got paid, destroyed people, and he held that belt like it was a prisoner. But this championship right here, this title that The Miz defended night in and night out, night in and night out on Monday Night Raw, on every Monday night against guys like Jason Jordan, guys like Matt Hardy, guys like Jeff Hardy, guys like Sin Cara. The Miz defended this championship with guys like Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose, and he was successful. He made this championship relevant. He made this championship important again. You got guys like Shawn Michaels who went out there at WrestleMania 10, and Ric Flair says it better than I can. He said Shawn went out there and had a 35-minute ladder match by himself. It just so happened another guy was in that match. That's messed up what he said because he kind of slapped Razor Ramon in his face. But Shawn Michaels went out there with Razor Ramon at WrestleMania 10 and had perhaps the best damn ladder match in wrestling today. For what? For this. For the Intercontinental Championship. The workhorse title. Razor and Shawn went out there and they stole the show. Razor and Shawn went out there and they did what they had to do. Why? For this. For this. To be recognized as the Intercontinental Champion. Ricky Steamboat, Randy Savage went out there. Stole the show. WrestleMania 3. Did the same thing. Why? They had to. They had to make themselves, they had to put themselves over. That's what Razor and Shawn did. That's what what's that thing? That's what Razor and Shawn did. That's what Steamboat and Savage did. That is it. You can, and the Workhorse Championship in the WWE was the Intercontinental Championship. Now you gotta think about yourself. Why was, and people, I know a lot of people asking, why was the Intercontinental Championship the Workhorse Championship? Hold that thought. I'll be right back. Because back in WCW, their Workhorse Championship was the United States Heavyweight Championship. Guys like Sting, guys like Lex Luger, guys like Ricky Steamboat, guys like Stunning Steve Austin went out there in WCW and defended this championship. Clash of the Champions. I forget which one, but Clash of the Champions. Stunning Steve Austin, Ricky Steamboat stole the damn show for this right here. Steve Austin, Stunning Steve Austin, the Natural Dustin Road at Starrcade stole the show for this right here. Not for this exact championship, but for the WCW version. But it was the United States Championship. They stole the show. Why? Because you had, in WCW, you had to go out there and you had to go before guys like Ric Flair, Rick Rude, Sting, Luger, those guys. Before Hogan was even in the picture in WCW, you had to go before. Because if you didn't go, if you didn't put on an excellent match, Hogan and Flair were going to go out there and outdo all of you. So Steamboat, Austin, they had to outdo Flair and Hogan. Why? Because not only was it for this, for bragging rights. This United States Championship. This championship has been held by a who's of wrestler. The very first champion, the late, great Harley Race, the Hall of Famer. This guy was an 8-time NWA World Heavyweight Champion. He managed Vader for a time being. He managed Lex Luger for a time being. Harley Race, he was the king of the ring in WWE. Yes, but he was the very first United States champion. Okay, I said it before, the guys have held this championship the guys have held the U.S. Championship and the Intercontinental Championship. They're in that club. Ricky Steamboat, Rick Rude, Kurt Hennig, Zack Ryder, Dolph Ziggler, Jeff Hardy, Shinsuke Nakamura, Randy Orton. I think there's, Stunning Steve Austin, Ric Flair. And now you can add John Cena to that list. And yes, I have both championships, the United States Championship, and I have the Intercontinental Championship. I do. I'm a collector of both championships. And you can admit my name to them if you want to, but I didn't win it. I bought it. But anyway, yeah, I hold both. These are my collections. They're going to get bigger as the years go on, but yes. All right. The Workhorse Championship. And we back to the Intercontinental Championship, the Workhorse title. This title has always been the workhorse of the WWE. Okay? Dominic Mysterio. They went from booing this kid to cheering this kid. I think Dominic was almost 200 days as Intercontinental Champion. Matter of fact, I think he's, let me look that up right now. I believe it was 200 days. Yeah, Dominic Mysterio, 200 days. And Mysterio can say something that him and his father are the only father-son duo to win the Intercontinental Championship at WrestleMania. Can't nobody else say that. Can't nobody else say that. Rey Mysterio won his first Intercontinental Championship at WrestleMania 25 against JBL. Dominic Mysterio won the Intercontinental Championship in a fatal four-way. Dominic Mysterio's first reign as Intercontinental Champion was 204 days. Do you know how many people can say they held the Intercontinental Championship on their first reign for 204 days? Yes, Gunther's one of them. It's not a lot. Randy Savage is one of them. Honky Tonk Man is one of them. I think Tito Santana is one of them too. I'm trying to think. Pat Patterson didn't help. Yeah, Pat Patterson is one of them. Pedro Morales is one of them. Greg Valentine can say that. Tito Santana can say that. Randy Savage can say that. Again, Honky Tonk Man. The Ultimate Warrior can say it on his second. The Ultimate Warrior can say it on his first and second reign. He held the Intercontinental title for his first time 216 days. He held it on his second reign 218 days. That's saying something. Mr. Perfect on his second reign, he held the Intercontinental Championship 280 days. Guys that on their first reign, Shawn Michaels held it on his first reign 202 days. That says a lot when you hold the title over 200 days. This is the Workhorse Championship in WWE. Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart, Razor Ramon, Diesel. I think Diesel can say that too. Hold on. No, he can't. All these guys held the championship their first reign over 200 days. That says a lot. That says a lot. So, the John Cena winning the Intercontinental Championship and becoming the Triple Crown and Grand Slam winner, it says a lot about his name. I'm not a big John Cena fan. I'm not a big fan of Cena, but I will say this. This right here, this championship is even more prestige that is in the hands of John Cena. All right. And that will wrap up this edition of the Master of the Mat. Like I said before, if this is your first time watching, like, subscribe, come back for more. Thank everybody who tuned in. If you're going to watch later, thank everybody for watching later on. This is the Master of the Mat. I'm back. Next Sunday, we're going to talk about, I don't know. I don't know what we're going to talk about. I'm getting into that. Also, if you follow me on my other page, my BCW page, around 3:30, BCW Rebellious will start. We'll see you there. A couple of surprises on that show. I guarantee it. But yeah, BCW is back. I'm sorry, not BCW. I'm sorry. The Master of the Mat is back. Thank you all for watching. And yeah, again, don't come on here with no negativity because, like I said, I'm a huge wrestling fan. All right. I started watching when I was 7 years old. My father got me watching. He plopped me down the TV. I think we was making too much noise for him. That's what happened. He got us. I really don't know what happened, to be honest with you. But he plopped us down in front of the TV with me, and I'm 7 years old, and I'm 41 now, and I'm still a fan of wrestling. Yeah, that says a lot. I'm a huge fan of wrestling. Like I said, my dad got me involved in wrestling at 7 years old. So it was something else to behold. But yeah, again, thank y'all for watching the Master of the Mat. I am Anthony the Origin Bryant. This has been the first of many to the return to the Master of the Mat. Like I said, I will be screaming BCW later on. I'm just happy to be back, y'all. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm happy to be back. I'm happy to be doing what I love to talk about, and that's wrestling. And this is my show. And like I said in my disclaimer, if you're gonna come on here, and if I hear elsewhere, I know you's watching, and I'm going to confront it. Don't come on. Look, okay. Let me say this, and I'm going to boldly say this. You can take it how you want. I'm a man of God, first and foremost. I'm a man of God. I know the word just like I know wrestling. Okay, and I can prove it right now because it says what's done in the Bible says what's done in the dark will come in the light, and in 1 Peter 5:7 it says cast all your cares. Sometimes we don't know we don't know what we can go through until we surrender our will to God. Because it's still us. But when we move ourselves out the way, that's when God can come in and God can do what he got to do with us. But I'm gonna leave that right there for you. I know the word, I know wrestling. And this is what I like. This is why I started this YouTube show. And for whoever has a problem with it, don't come on here. Don't try to throw it in my face later on. All right? So I am Anthony the Origin Bryant. And you know what? That name, the Origin, came up because of Jay New. Jay New gave me that name, and I thank him for it. I'm throwing it live. Jay New, thank you for giving me that name. The design for the Master of the Mat, when you first come on or when you pause it, Toya designed that for me. Thank you, Toya, for that. So yeah, this is the Master of the Mat. I am Anthony the Origin Bryant. Thank y'all for watching, and we will see y'all back here next week for another edition of the Master of the Mat. Until then, hold on. 1 second. There you go. Wolfpack is back cause I'm mass destruction.
Yes, you see the bad boys of wrestling. Testing competition, win the war, that's their mission. Not no mercy, see the race on the street. If you don't know, you better find out the war path. Here to prove a point, number one, just believe that you don't want to tussle with them. I'll be here for them, coming to reign with them. You're never walking out again. Don't turn your back on the war path.
Wolfpack in the house. I'm out.
Turn your back on the war path. Don't turn your back on the war path. Don't turn your